Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my easy sponge cake. This is very, very tasty. It's so easy to make and it's just very delicious. So you can make it any occasion. You can invite guests to make this and it doesn't take any time at all. So if you guys like to make easy, simple desserts, then just keep watching this video. Also, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe because it will really help this channel out. Okay, everybody, so now we're gonna count down to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe right now. Okay, guys, let's get started. Countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subscribe. I hope you guys did. So let's get started. Okay guys, so the ingredients we need for this cake are 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 organic eggs, I have 1/3 of a cup of oil, 3/4 of a cup of milk, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a packet of vanilla, and a cup or half a cup of sugar. Okay guys, so the first thing I did was I took my 3 eggs and then I whisked them together. Make sure you don't over whisk them, just whisk them until they look pretty pale and nice. And after that, I just added in some sugar, and then I mixed that together. Kind of a lightish color, because you know when you first mix eggs, they're super vibrant. You want them to be pretty light, you already know. This is my whisk. This is my OG whisk. If you guys know my YouTube channel, you guys know this is my fancy smancy whisk. I love it so much. Some people say it looks like a toilet cleaner, but I don't see it. So just whisk, 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 and just keep mixing. Make sure it looks nice and pale before you add in the next ingredient, which is milk. So I have my 3/4 of a cup of milk that I added in, and I just mixed it, and it looks really white, kind of like a custard, but super duper light colored. One thing I want to tell you guys is that your mixer will look really, really, really thin, liquidy. Don't be scared. That's how it's supposed to be. This isn't a different kind of sheet cake recipe. This is just a basic, really delicious home cake that you eat at home with tea. So I added in the 1/3 of a cup of oil into it, and that's what's going to give our cake a nice spongy effect, and it's going to make it taste super tasty. And then I mixed that in, whisk, whisk. And the next thing I did was I used some vanilla sugar. I don't like to use vanilla extract because I don't think it's it's not that flavorful. So I like to use this vanilla sugar. 1 packet is enough for me. It makes my cake taste fire. So that's what I like to use. I've been using it for a really long time now, and I found that it works best. And the next thing I did was I added in my 3 teaspoons of baking powder. If you add too much, it's going to taste really acidic and sour, and you're going to end up with an over-rised cake with basically nothing on the inside. Just a big, fat, fluffy cake with nothing. And then I took my cup of flour, and what I did was, I don't have arm strength, I'm not even going to lie. I took the mix, and I split it in half, and then I added half of the mixture first, whisk that in, whisk, whisk, mix, mix, wiggle, wiggle, and then lastly I added in the other half cup. The other 1 cup, I mean. And I just mix that all together, because if I mix it all together, it's going to be really hard. It's going to give me some arm strain, use a lot of elbow grease. I don't have time for that. So I mix it up until it's completely combined. Make sure there's no clumps of flour or baking powder or anything. And then I took my bundt pan, because that's the prettiest pan. It's so cute. You can just use it. It's really cute. And I greased it with some butter. Butter is my favorite thing to grease things with. You just butter it down. It's fire. So now that my baking pan is nice and prepped, not too greasy, not, ungreased, it's perfectly greased, I poured in my cake batter. And then what I like to do is I also like to shake the baking pan. I didn't show you guys, but I actually do that because it makes sure there's no air pockets in the cake and there's no tunnels, looks like a worm inside your cake. So make sure you shake the cake and make sure everything's leveled out. And then we're just gonna pop this into the oven and make sure it bakes for about 35 minutes. Well, that's what my oven works with. Your guys might take an hour, 45 minutes. Don't get scared if it doesn't cook. Everyone has a different oven. Make sure you don't open your cake because you're gonna end up with a flat cake and you can't eat that. You're gonna have to throw it away and start all over again, which is tragic. That's not cute. So make sure you only open it up when you think it's ready. And I like to insert a little toothpick, make sure it comes out clean and nice, and then that means we can take out our cake, let it cool down for about 30 minutes, and then just flip it over onto a plate. So after I like to flip it onto a plate, I like to dust it with powdered sugar because that's what like makes the cake have a homey vibe, you know? While it's warm, it's not cool, it's not too hot, it's just warm. You can eat this with some milk, with some tea. You can even make a really delicious powdered sugar glaze and glaze it over, and it still tastes so good. But I like to keep it simple and original and just dust it with some powdered sugar. And that's basically how I make my really delicious, easy home sponge cake. The inside is so soft, it's so fluffy, there's so much flavor. You have some kick of vanilla, you have that nice sugary flavor. If you guys even like, you can add some lemon zest or orange zest and have like a lemon cake. And you can also substitute a little bit of milk for some lemon yogurt, lemon flavored yogurt. You can mix this recipe so much and even add some blueberries, you can add some chocolate chips. You can make this cake anything you want it to be. It's so easily converted into different things. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, because if you subscribe, you'll see the other videos I post, and you know, it'll just make your life simple. That's why our channel is called The Easy Life, to make everything in your life easy for you. So if you guys like this video, as I said, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I have to say it multiple times so you guys understand. And yeah, peace out. See you guys in my next video. Bye.